Hello students, this is Ruchi Jain from Shivaji Rao Kadam Institute of Technology and Management. Friends, in the series of business laws video lecture, today our topic of discussion is duties and rights of partners. It is very interesting topic, and when we are discussing this topic, then we see what are the duties and what are the rights enjoyed by the partners in partnership firm. Now we will start with our first topic, rights of partners. To relation of partner to one another as regard with rights and duties are usually governed by the agreement. We all know when we are making partnership agreement, we said it as partnership deed. Such deed is expressed in words, and there are some conditions, there are some rules, regulations, and the partner's rights and duties are mentioned in that partnership deed. So some are the rights which are enjoyed by the partners are: first one is right to take part in business. Basically, in partnership, business is common business for all the partners. Therefore, every partner has to take part in the conduct of the business, and if any partners refuses or neglects to perform his duties or burden of performing such duties, then they have the right to claim compensation. So in short, we can say that every partner have the right to take active part in the business conduct as well as in the decision making of the business. The second is right to be consulted. Every partner has the right to give his opinion in the partnership business matters. Every partner has a right to give his opinion about all the matters which affect the partnership business, as well as they can give consultation, they can give their opinions in the business. If there is any difference in the opinion among the partners about ordinary matters related to the business, it may be settled by the majority of the partners, provided the majority of the partners exercise their powers in good faith. So friends, this is another important right of the partners, that they should be consulted. The next is right to access the account books. This is another interesting right of the partners, that in subject to the contract between the partner, every partner has the right to have access to accounts book of the firm. He can also has the right to inspect and copy any book of the firm. A minor partner can have access to accounts but not the secret books of accounts. This is the difference. Otherwise, every partner has the right to access the books of accounts. Next है right to remuneration. If any partners feel that he should get something more from the business, then they can claim for his work about the remuneration, and with the consent of all the partners he can get remuneration. Then the next is right to share profits. This is another interesting right of the partner, that every partner has the right to share the profit of the firm. If there is no specific agreement about the ratio, they are entitled to share equally in the profits and liability to contribute equally in the loss of the firm. This is another interesting right of the partner. Next is right to interest on capital. If a partner invests something in the business and he feels that I should get some interest on capital, or the amount which they invest in the business should get some interest, then they can claim for that interest on capital, and this is the right of the partner. And with the consent of all the partners and according to partnership deed, they can get this interest on capital. Next is right to interest on advances. If a partner says that they should get something interest on advances, like all the partners have the right to use the partnership property for the purpose of business or the firm, and if they feel that they should get some interest on advances, like if they get something for the private purpose directly or indirectly, then they should get that right also. Then next is right in emergency. Sometime in emergency situation, if partners thinks that they should get some money from the partnership firm, then they can claim for that and they can get that money in the emergency situation. Next is right to be indemnified. This is every partner has the right to indemnified in respect of payment made and liability incurred by him in the ordinary and proper conduct of the business. In case of emergency, if a partner has authority to do all such act for the purpose of protection the firm from loss as would be done by a person of ordinary prudence. In his own case, use under similar circumstances, such act of the partner are binding of the firm. So, partner has the right to be indemnified. Next is right as an agent of the firm. This is another interesting right of the partner, that they should work as an agent of the firm. While working as an agent, they get something in return and completed work as an agent for the organization and get salary, or it may be some remuneration, agency remuneration, while working as an agent. Now, the next right of the partner is right to prevent admission of a new partner. This is another a very interesting right of the partner. If they think that they are not satisfied with the admission of the new partner and the admission of the new partner is not required in the firm, then they can prevent the organization from the admission of the new partner. Right to retire. This is another interesting right of the partner. If a partner has a right to retire from his firm in the following ways. First one, with the consent of all other partners. Second one, in accordance with an express agreement between the partners. The third, where the partnership is at will by given notice to all the other partners of his intention to retire. If the above mentioned three conditions are satisfying, then the partner should be retired from his job. But it should mentioned in partnership deed regarding the conditions of the retirement. Right not to be expelled. This is another interesting right of the partner, that a partner cannot be expelled from the firm by any majority of the partners, even if the action is taken in good faith. Even in action is taken in the good faith, partner is not expelled. Next is right to dissolve the firm. Even though partner has the right to dissolve the firm, but in some cases by the permission of all partners and with the permission of the court, after following all the legal proceedings, he may dissolve the firm, but everything should be mentioned regarding the dissolution in the partnership deed. So friends, this is all about rights of the partners. In continuation, now we will start the second topic, duties of partners. This is another interesting topic. Here before this, We are talked about the rights, what they enjoy in the organization. Now we are talking about the responsibilities which the partners have in the organizations, which we can say duties of the partners. Partnership is a contract of mutual trust and confidence, we all know, in which the partners must act with utmost good faith. So, in this good faith, partners have certain duties, or we can say some general duties are assigned which they should perform. In this, first duty is to carry on business to the greatest common advantage. Every partner is liable to carry on the business of the firm to the greatest common advantages in all transactions related to partnership. He is liable to act in the interest of the firm, and if he gets any benefit on behalf of partnership firm, he must share it with other partners. So, this is the very important duty of the partner, that they should carry on business with greatest common advantage. The second duty of partner is to be just and faithful. This is the very important term in the Partnership Act, that every partner should be just and faithful. They are not cheated with each other. They are not misrepresent each other. This is the important duty of the partner. Next is to render trust accounts. This is another. If something is misrepresented in account, something entered wrong entries in the account, then this is not the duty of the partner. They should record all the true data in the account. Next is to give full information, whether information is good for the organization or bad for the organization, but it must be a duty of a partner that they or he or she must give full information in the organization. Next is to indemnify for fraud. This is another very important duty of the partner, that they should indemnify for fraud. All the details related to fraud, all the happening of situations related to fraud should be mentioned and should be disclosed between the partners. Another is to attend diligently. This is another important duty of the partner, that he should attain diligently. It means it is the duty of every partner to attend his duty in the conduct of the business of the firm, not for the personal purpose or for any other purpose. The next is not to claim remuneration. In general, a partner is not entitled to receive any remuneration for taking part in the conduct of the business of the firm. However, there may be a special agreement or specific agreement which allows some remuneration to working of the partner, but it should be mentioned in the partnership agreement. Next is duty to share losses. This is very important duty of in the partnership, that an agreement to share profit also implies an agreement to share losses. Therefore, it is the duty of every partner to contribute to the losses suffered by the firm. In the absence of an agreement, such losses are suffered by the partner in equal ratio. However, there may be an agreement contrary to this. This is the another very important duty of the partner. Next is to use property for the business of the firm. This is another, the duty of the partner is every partner of the firm should hold and use the property of the firm exclusively for the purpose of the business of the firm. However, the partners or may say partners may have different agreements about it by mutual consent. Next is to account for private profit. This is very important top point or duty of the firm, that if a partner derives any profit on behalf of the firm, he must account for it to the firm, because no profit is entitled to make for any personal profit. Personal profit is different and firm's profit is different. If a partner is working in the organization and makes its personal profit, then that is not the duty of the partner. Next is to account for profit of a competing business. This is, a partner is not allowed to carry on any business of the same nature in compensation with the firm. If he does so, he is bound to account for all profits made by him to the firm. However, this is subject to contract between the partners. If the same business is doing by the partner in personal level, then this is not the right way, and this is not the duty of a partner, that he should mix the profit with his own profit. Then the next is to act within authority. Every partner is bound to act within the scope of the actual implied authority. If he axes the authority, the firm will suffer a loss. He will be liable to the firm for such losses. So, this is another the important authority of the partner, that he should act within the authority. Next is to be liable for the act of the firm. This is another important and last one duty of the partner, that every partner is liable with all other partners jointly for the act of the firm while he is a partner. Hence, act of the firm means any act by any partner or by all the partners which gives rise to a right enforceable by or against the firm. So friends, that's all about the duties and rights of the partner. It is very important for a partnership firm that every partner should, if enjoys all rights, then it is the responsibility of a partner that they should complete all their duties. So friends, that's all about for today's lecture. Thank you so much.